everyone, so final video review for this week is for Reaction Time by Emily O'Byrne. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so there's a link in the description below if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Reaction Time by Emily O'Byrne. So emotional, this story, really packed with emotional depth. Luce has escaped a toxic home environment, trying to survive her first year at university now, and starts to make friends and a connection with Ava. Everything she has left behind, including her little sister, it starts to weigh really heavily, and she knows she needs to do something. The guilt's sort of eating away at her, and before Luce can settle into her new life with Eva, she has to be honest about things. She has to step in, she needs to help her sister, and she needs to do all of this before it's too late, and then she can move on, can't she? So it was really intense and emotional. It really tugged on the heartstrings. It had me really feeling for Luce. It's kind of never easy to keep something quiet when you're trying to form a relationship, and that was, you know, what she was finding here. She was struggling. So Luce was really struggling with trying to like enjoy uni and have a great life and not let Ava and other people around her know about what she'd left behind, even though she couldn't hide it. Couldn't really hide it, so she had to start opening up about it. And that intensity caused between you know, her and Eva led to quite worrying times, because I just hoped that Luce was going to figure it all out before she lost something really good, because if she didn't start opening up to Eva, then nothing was going to form, nothing was going to develop, and she wasn't going to get what she needed out of life. So she was really fierce, she was really determined. For a young woman, she just had all this strength, and she'd been through so much already, and then she was just, you know, she was just trying to figure out what she can do without everybody getting hurt. And her friends were great. When she started opening up to them and letting them know what situations were, they were supportive. It added some really fun and light moments to Luce's heavy story as well, because those interactions with friends were times where she could not forget, but just put it to the back of her mind and try and enjoy a bit of her life. So I loved how they were there for her. They were trying to help her where they could, and she had to open up for that to happen. Before she opened up to that, they just didn't understand why she was struggling, and the chaos that surrounded her would have just been enough to stop something or someone ever trying to get a better life and happiness. She just would have been at uni and she just would have been miserable. So she had to do that. She had to sort of tell the truth and get that support from other people who were outside of the situation, could really, you know, tell her the truth about what she needed to do and support her through it. So nothing ever got in Luce's way. It did feel at times like it might just step in and get in her way, but it didn't. She found a way around it. So it was in many ways like a very empowering story about all the trials of life and what young people go through, and how they survive such challenging times, because there's a lot going on when you take that first step into sort of adulthood, and it's either living on your own or going away for school or just whatever it is. There's a lot to learn already without having to deal with what Luce has left behind. So she was really doing well at it, like really admirable ways of handling it. So I really enjoyed Luce and Eva's story. I know they have a big adventure ahead of them now, so I'm really hoping we get more stories from them. But do you know what I say in this? The real winner with this story was, you know, there was a cat and there were kittens. So, you know, what's not to love? You've got a great, empowering, emotional story and cats and kittens. You can't lose. Yeah, really enjoyed it, and hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Reaction Time by Emily O'Byrne. If you've read Reaction Time, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do comment, please do share what you thought of the story. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to-be-read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, I really want to read that, please do share with us, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye!